So I'm back. I bought the pizza, so just stepping out, and then I'll have to take this off now. So where was I? Excuse me. Okay, so I was telling you about how I found out that I had fibroid, and then I had to go through the journey of taking it out. Now, one thing I want you to learn from this is self-medication, no. Now, at the time, of course, I found out, panic in the family. Oh, they are going to open her up. Is she going to survive surgery? Is she going to die? In fact, a lot of drama in that part. My dad said, if my baby dies, if this girl dies, I don't think I'll ever survive it. Anyways, that's how I found out that my dad really likes me. So, and then my mom, on the other hand, she's not the type that is able to show much of an emotion. She just likes to bottle everything up and just keep it there and then be praying about it. But I knew that my mom was scared. So of course she had conversations with people, and then they told her things like, mama lo agbo, mama agbo, ma bibi or money, and all of those things. And when she told me, I said, I know the location of this fibroid. It's not inside my uterus. It's on the wall of my uterus. So obviously, whatever the agbo wants to do would mean that the agbo will have to cut into my uterus, allow the fibroid to enter inside my uterus, then I can have it like a baby. But if that's not going to happen, I'm not going to subject myself to any form of agbo. That at the end of the day, I will realize that it's just a sheer waste of time, and my health starts to deteriorate. Now, the thing about the fibroid I had then, like I said, it's a huge one, very big, so big that, do you know that I treated UTI, urinary tract infection? I've treated that thing for, in fact, what is 6 times? What is 6 times? I kept treating UTI, and you have to use antibiotics, which is not even good for the liver. Which, too much of all these things are just chemicals and all of that. Not knowing that I had fibroid, because I didn't pay attention, because I didn't think the bulge I was seeing was anything. But then, do you know that this fibroid was already resting on there's this, like I don't know what to, because medical terms I don't know it, but it's like the pipe that connects from my kidney to my bladder, and it's the left hand side of my kidney on the left hand side. So it was already resting on that pipe that transports urine from my kidney to my bladder, and that kidney to the right was already swollen. It was bigger than the one to the right. Sorry, the one on the left was to the left. So that kidney, by the time I went, because one thing I'm grateful for is that, when I told my mom that I'm not doing any agbo anything, that I'm going to the hospital. But now there's another thing my dad did that I'm very grateful for. He said, this is our family hospital. To him, it doesn't seem equipped enough to handle this kind of surgery. There may be malaria, typhoid, and all of those things. Yes, it's about surgery. No, he's not going to subject his daughter to some major surgery in a place that he's not even confident enough with. So my dad said I should go to teaching hospital. So I said, okay, I have some friends that are in UCH Ibadan, University Teaching Hospital in Ibadan. He said no, that Ibadan is too far to Lagos. That okay, why not go to LASUT or LUT? So I said, okay, no problem. And then from school, of course, I had, friends who were reading medicine at the time. I was in school, Sue. So, of course, I still kept contact with them. So I called a few of them and said, oh, do you know anybody in LUT and all of that? And then they connected me, that they have about two of them already doing their housemanship in LUT. So straight on, I went there. Of course, we could not, because for you to get to LUT, you have to get a referral. So you must be referred, and of which I got a referral note from the hospital, and then went straight there. And then I started a series of tests. Series of tests. You see, on the test parts, I'm sure with time I'll be able to share it. A lot of them it's quite discomforting, and it's past now, but of course it's still memory. So I had to go through a lot of tests. It was during the test I realized that one of my kidney was bigger than the other. It was bigger. Huge. So if I'd left the fibroid, or if I'd just said, let me start using Agbo, the fibroid will keep getting fatter and bigger. And if I'm not careful, I'll start having issues with my kidney. And then we'll now say it's Monaye that is doing me. Imagine. I'll now say it's Monaye that is responsible for my kidney, because they'll now say she's young. What has she done with her body? How come she now has kidney issues? Then of course I will continue to treat UTI, and then only God knows what will happen. So it just degenerates down there. So when you want to self-medicate, first off, go to the hospital. It doesn't cost so much running a test. You just have to do that and save yourself the trouble. People have died, trying to hide whatever it is wrong with them and all of that. And then the journey started like that. A whole lot was done, and I'm here today. 2010 November, the fibroid was taken out, and today I am grateful that I went through that journey, and I am grateful that I could still find a man that didn't think or saw it as an issue. He did not even for once think that having gone through that surgery will stop me from having kids. And I hope maybe somehow you've been able to pick a lesson or two from what I have said. Do not self-medicate. Pay attention to your body, and go to the hospital. Pray to God. Commit everything into God's hands, because it was one of those things that kept me going during the time. It was a very hard time for me, very trying time for me as a young lady, and I had to rest on God and believe God that He would do what's right by me. And He pulled me out of that surgery. It was successful, and I am grateful to God, because today I have 2 kids. So I hope I have, one way or another, inspired you. And I hope you have learned from me. Thank you.